So what happens if you contract COVID-19 and your employer refuses to pay you? Well, it's the reality a local woman says she's facing tonight, and it's a story ABC4's Nicole Newman is following for us.
Not once, but twice. It's how many times a local woman says she was exposed to COVID-19 positive people at her job. Now she's sick and has to quarantine without a paycheck.
The first time I was exposed by a different employee that came in, I was told to take the next 2 days off.
The time off was initially without pay.
I complained and said that I can't take that off without pay because, I wasn't the one that called in sick.
After looking into the matter, the woman, who is the relative of an ABC4 employee, says her employer agreed to pay her for the time off.
And I was told that the company doesn't offer any PTO, so I couldn't get paid. But then they looked into it and said, okay, this is a one-time thing.
She's now dealing with a positive test of her own. At the start of the pandemic, ABC4 did speak to Drew Lunt of the Lunt Group about worker protections.
They would need to go to their employee handbooks, agreements with employers, and see what kind of short-term benefits there are.
Under the Families First Coronavirus Response Act, which became law on March 18th of this year, employers are required to provide employees with up to 80 hours of paid sick leave at the employee's regular rate if they're unable to work to quarantine. Now, this provision applies to certain public and private employers who have 500 employees or less through December 31st of this year. Nicole Newman, ABC4 News.